men and women would coexist better and would get along better if relationships and dating wasn't a thing. I believe that men and women would be able to get along with each other way more better if relationship wasn't a thing, because lust is a destroyer. Lust is the opposite of love, all right? Lust is a destroyer of relationships and connections, because a lot of people in society confuse lust with love. A lot of people see one another as an object of desire, an object of pleasure, basically equating the other person to a vibrator or a sex doll. And unfortunately, it messes up the relationship dynamic, because they do not see each other as just mutual one another person, more like a friend. Instead, they see each other as property. Instead, they see each other as an object, and this person, this soul is an object for me, pleasure, And I realized, in deciding not to be in a relationship and deciding not to care about having a girlfriend, that I am able to connect with girls way better, because I am not approaching them in a means that I want something from them, I'm just talking to them as though they are my sister, as though we are close friends, And I feel that even from previous experiences of even flirting with girls just for playing around, because my pimp phase, I was playing around a lot and just flirting with girls, which of course, it's always good to, be able to just flirt a bit, get the gears grinding, make sure you still got that game in your player, wink, wink. And, dude, I just realized for some girls, they just were not having it, bro, because they could already sense the energy I was coming with was just flirtatious energy, bro. It was just like, oh, what's good? But it's like, bro, even when I flirt, I know that even if this girl wanted to, pursue what's going on, I would fall back, I would retract, which would be pointless, because I basically just, played with this girl's emotions, which of course is fine, because I know girls like to have their emotions played. I know they crave drama in their life, which I understand it and I respect it. That's just how they are. And the thing is, though, is that some girls are just appalled by it. They don't like that. And I just feel like even the pursuit of women for men is mainly just sex oriented. It's mainly sex oriented. Like, when you look at a girl, you look at a girl that has beauty. You look at for a girl that has, of course, a butt, boobs, just something, or just a body type, because men were visual creatures, bro. There's no shame in it, there's no shame in it. There's nothing that you should be guilty for or feel guilty about. That's just the way we are, bro. I prefer skinny girls compared to thicker girls. It doesn't mean that I look at thicker girls as I don't think that they're less than, or I don't think that they're less than, but I have my own preference, just like how certain girls prefer taller guys, or more muscular men, or even skinnier guys. I prefer more thin girls. I prefer athletic girls, but that's not what matters. The thing that matters is the main statement that, man, when you are looking for a relationship, when you are looking for something out of a girl, you will get in return nothing, bro. The world that we live in is very backwards. You feel me? To die is to live is to die. You feel me? The world that we live in is very backwards. What you want does not want you back, but what you don't want wants you back, all right? If you just do not crave anything, do not crave any intimacy, do not crave any friendship, do not crave any relationship, in return, you will have a more attraction to receiving those things. That's just how life works. Life is a bitch. A bitch is a term for a female. And you know how certain females are. They don't like what they can have. They like what they can't have. They get a craving of what they can't have, And that's just how life is, bro. There's a lot of analogies. When you stop judging things by just the language, the words have no power. You give words power, all right? You are the one that give words power. I have a lot of Christian people that condemn me about my language when I swear, but honestly, you're listening to somebody else that said these words are not good, bro. Who cares? Who gives a fuck, bro? All right. You give the words power. If you believe that these words are negative, then they will be negative, and when you say them, they will be negative. But when someone else believes something different, it won't affect them the way you believe. Basically, what I'm trying to say is that you have the power, you have the energy, the inner God in you to be able to give power to certain things. You are able to give power to people, give power to words, give power to sentences, give power to anything. Anything that you perceive valuable or that you think is important, it will gain more value towards you, and it will attract other things towards what you perceive valuable. For example, if you find a music artist that isn't popular, but you for some reason like that music artist a lot, guess what? They end up getting popular. They end up getting famous and big. That's just how it is. You don't understand the power that you have in being able to affect other people. You feel me? You have to understand that. Yeah, that's why you have to be able to be careful of what you speak into people. You know, if you're just dissing people and telling them, trying to condemn them, you're basically saying that to yourself. Because when you tell me that, oh, what I'm doing is wrong, you're trying to make me believe in you instead of believing in myself. You're trying to make me believe that I'm wrong because you said it, but you are not the God of myself. I'm the God of my own self. You feel me? That's why if you want to believe that the Bible is to be worshipped and to be praised and to be always renounced and all that stuff, then you give that power. You give the power to the book. The book gives you no power, bro. You give the power. You have the power inside of you. And that's why a lot of people need to realize the power that they have in them to do certain things. They always expect power from things, power from money, power from sex, power from acclaim, power from social dynamics. But really, you give the power to these things, bro. You are God. You are the energy, bro. You feel me? And that's why even as I look towards my left, I don't want to look at these people, but that's why even as I see these two people that are in a relationship holding hands, there's a gentleman, a brother over here that looks more down. He's walking with his head down. You feel me? Because he's in shame. He's in shame of what he's done to this woman, which is probably have sex with her, while the woman is more just in a celebratory mood. You could see them in the back going into the red car. This is not to condemn them, but this is to observe things the way they are. The man is looking down. He must be looking down because he's in shame. There's something that he does not like about himself to be walking with his head down. He is hiding something. You feel me? Eyes never lie. Eyes do not tell lies. When somebody is going through something, they avoid eye contact, or they try not to look into your eyes too much because there is something that they're hiding. Because, you know, and that's why if you look into someone's eyes, you can see everything about them. The eyes do not tell lies. The eyes are the mirror to the soul. You feel me? If you see someone with eyes that are very black, their soul can be going through something. That doesn't mean they don't have a soul, but their soul can just be very far away from them, their inner godliness. All right. And why I'm saying this though is back to the thing that I just feel it would be the world doesn't need to have more people enter this world. There's no specific purpose to having more children. There's just no purpose. We can all try to say, oh, it's to bring a new generation. It's to bring a generation of more this and that and X and O, hugs and kisses, bro. But really, people are having children due to their own carnal desires. They are having children due to lust, due to passion during sex. Because sex is not something that was supposed to be oh, you're having sex for passionate reasons. Sex is something that is to both elevate you, the man and woman, energetically, frequency wise. All right, it is to raise your consciousness higher together. But when you spill your cup as a man, when you end up ejaculating, you have drained your cup. You have drained your cup, bro. You have drained your cup. I've had sex with a woman that I did not want to ejaculate with, and I could not hold it in. I tried my best. I tried to clench my pelvic region, not with my hand, but just hold it like a Kegel position. But my my cup ended up spilling out, and she was feeling high and mighty because she had her energy while my energy was down. And then that's why you see me feeling low, you see me with no energy, you see me like not wanting to look at people, avoiding contact. This is the world that we live in, bro. Having children makes no sense. I don't see the need to have children. You all want to talk about Jesus Christ, but you will never follow what he's actually done. You will never follow what he's actually done. Especially, have you realized that Jesus did not have a child? I don't believe Buddha had a child. Any of these people that you guys all look up to, bro, they never had a child. And I know it's good to look up to them, but I don't believe in looking up to even Jesus Christ or the Buddha or to anyone. This is something that will stir up, ruffle feathers. But I just believe that the only person you should look up to is yourself, bro. The book of the Bible is about you, all right? And even the eyes don't lie. You could see the glow in my eyes. I'm not out here trying to lie to you, bro. Bro, literally, like, you must look up to yourself. Yourself, and the inside of you, that voice that talks to you. We all have one. We all have our own consciousness that is a part of the infinite intelligence consciousness, all right? That's why we're all able to read each other when you're really tuned in, because we're all reflections. But what I'm saying is that you must not look up to all these religious figures, etc. Jesus did not look up to anybody. Buddha did not look up to anybody. The Dalai Lama, all these people that are heavily praised and worshipped, did not look up to anyone, because they knew who they were. They knew who they were. They followed their own laws. That's why every man, every woman should have their own law. But when you're too into this westernized world that we're in, you will always be far away from yourself, and you will never be able to actually learn yourself. Because, bro, we are so deep. We are such deep individuals. But when you're not tapped into yourself, when you don't have that time where you're by yourself, where you're in your own energy, you can never tap in. You can never fully see who you are, because we all have the answers inside of us. And we're not talking about how to become a millionaire. All that stuff is garbage. That stuff does not matter. The only thing that matters is inside, because we are the universe. We know everything about what's going on. We see through everything. That's why I'm even telling you about relationships, because I see through it. I see that it does not bring fulfillment. It does not bring long-lasting peace and happiness. You cannot find it through a relationship, bro. I understand friendships. Friendships are good, you know what I'm saying? This is the thing about relationships. Relationships keep people locked in, all right? Relationships keep people locked in. We've been indoctrinated to believe that, to have a relationship, we must be tied together. I don't believe in being tied with anybody. No one should be tied, even women. You feel me? Even men and women should not be tied with each other. And I know that due to this world we live in, where the government literally makes us have this need of, we need to be with someone, especially you women. You women do not need men. Men, you do not need women. But the whole way the world is programmed, it has made you out to believe this, all right? We all can individually be perfectly fine, but this world does not want us to be like that. This world wants us to be tied together, bro, but that does not work. That does not work, bro. It just truly does not. It brings you both down. And even if y'all have all the materialistic happiness spiritually, if you guys are not connected with one another, it will just bring you down. And then the children that you decide to birth for no particular reason, it will just bring them down in the long run, spiritually though, all right? This is very deep. But it's just, men should be able to have sex with anyone that is of high vibration, because the thing about sex is that, in my opinion, sex is to raise both of your vibrations. You feel me? But not just with anyone though, with someone that is especially on your frequency. Sex is sharing love with one another. We shouldn't just keep someone's love all to ourselves. I believe that's selfish. I believe that love should be shared with one another. I believe, and I know that it sounds very foreign, because people will be like, what about women doing that? That would be some hoe stuff. But I just believe that, I believe my truth. I believe that if you do something different, you will see different results. This doesn't mean to have sex with anyone and just have sex to bust a nut, to just get some pleasure, some temporary pleasure, so that you could suffer long. But this type of thing is to be the man, in my opinion, that is able to have multiple different women. Hold on. Be the man, in my opinion, that is able to have multiple different women, and so that you could also share the love with these women, bro. You feel me? You could share the love with these women and not be forced to be under an attachment. You feel me? There's a dude right next to me. He's going through it, man. I could tell. It is what it is. But the thing is, bro, is that a man should be able to share his love with other women. But the way that this world has swayed us into believing that oh, we should all just be relationships, all that, it just, in my opinion, it just doesn't work. It just doesn't work. We all want freedom. We all do not want to be tied down to each other. When, like, you must admit it, bro. We all don't want to live with each other. Like, bro, personally, if I had someone that was a close friend to me, you know, a close friend, especially of a woman, I don't want to be tied to her. I don't want her to be tied to me, bro. She's for everybody. I'm for everybody, bro. You feel me? That's like, these things are just they're gonna stir you guys the wrong way, but this is just a different type of thinking, bro. There needs to be people that think against the system in this world, bro. Just think differently, bro. And that's why I believe for myself, if I was to ever have women around me, it would just be women of high vibration, but also I will have women around me too. I won't like just be like, the only way for me to not be cool with a girl, bro, is if I could tell that she's just not on my level and she's not able to learn from me, bro. She's not able to accept the teaching that I bring to her, the knowledge, power, wisdom. Because this is not a joke. I'm not using this gift to get pussy, because I could easily just manipulate these girls into giving me what I desire, but there's no need for that. That doesn't fulfill me. That would just stray me away from myself, and I love myself too much to ever think of some stuff like that. I'm not perfect, of course. I still have lust like creep up onto me, but lust can't control me, bro. I honestly embrace lust. I honestly embrace it. Like, I'm just like, oh, whatever. Like, it feels good because it's just a rush of energy going down, but it's like, you can't fall into lust, like making you want to like masturbate, or for women do the same thing. Like, you just embrace the energy, bro. You feel me? It just means you have an abundance of energy, and it's just a lot of energy overflowing, and it's gone down, but you can also make it rise up so that you can also vibrate more greater, basically, we could say. All right. But yeah, I've said what I've said. And this is just one of the reasons why I'm not for having intimate relationships. Like, I'm not into relationships, marriage. I don't see the purpose of it. I truly do not. I genuinely do not. Like, when I'm even around like just people that are in relationships, and I just do not see anything that's conducive about it. And this is just my truth. You know, we're all meant to live our own lives. We're all meant to be our own person. Like, you know what I'm saying? You could have a relationship, you could get married, but I'm just expressing my truth to you. And I'm just someone that is here to talk for the people that can relate to the message as well. Because I know that somewhere out in this world, there's someone that thinks just like me, you know? And so that's why I'm just open to everybody. I'm open to people that oppose me, but it's just as long as we don't disrespect each other, okay? That's all. We could all agree to disagree, you feel me? I could listen to your point of view, and as long as and I won't even say anything disrespectful, I'll just understand it, you know? Because we're all meant to be different. None of us are meant to be the same. But thank you for listening to me. Signing out. Bye.